Okay, let's go to lesson number 5, trend lines. Okay, and there's a saying in the market says the trend is your friend until it bends. Now, the market moves in what I call ABCD formation. When the market starts rallying, this is what I call the A swing. Then it gets to a high, which is the B, pulls back, okay, goes to a C. Remember, it pulls back as people start taking profits. All the people who bought down here start taking profits, and then they start buying back up in C until they make a higher high from B. Okay, and this is what's an A B C D formation. You can see right here A B C D. Now, when the market's in an uptrend, one of the first things you want to do when you open up the chart is determine if it's in an uptrend or if a downtrend. If the market's making higher highs, okay, and higher lows, that means the market is in an upside. You can see how this high is higher than this high, then this high, then this high. This low is higher than this low, then this low, then this low. Okay, and you can see here higher highs and higher lows. Okay, and the whole market swing is an A, B, C, D formation. A, B, C, D formation. A, B, C, D. Because the C becomes a new A, okay, and the D becomes a new B. Okay, and you can see how it goes into the formation. Now, once you have made these ABCDs, you want to draw these trend lines. And we're going to draw an inner trend line, an outer trend line, and a long-term trend line. And these trend lines are areas where the market can bounce in the future. For example, see an A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, and the market going to the upside right here like this, A, B, C, D. Okay, so let's open up a chart here. For example, if we see the dollar, let's do it on a 4-hour chart. Okay, so when you see the big swing right here, A, B, C, and D. Now this is on the downtrend, so the A is going to be right here, B, C, and D. What we want to do is we want to grab, this is the trend line, and pull it from A to C. Okay, so this would be our longer term trend line. Now, when we zoom in here, we see little A, B, C, Ds. Okay, which right here, we could have drawn our inner trend line. Okay, you can see how it broke the inner trend line, did a double bottom right here, and now it's starting to go to the upside. Usually when it breaks one trend line, it goes looks for the other trend line. Let's see the euro dollar, for example. And let's just go to lower time frame just to give examples here. Okay, so on the euro dollar, okay, we see this A, B, C, and D. So if we draw our longer term trend line, you always want to put them at the bottom of the candles from A to C without eating a candle. So we can see right now we're right at this trend line, at this major trend line here, where if it breaks, we could get a real big move to the downside right here. Now internally, we could see how we have a new internal trend line on a 4-hour chart right here. Okay, so the internal trend is down, and right now it's bouncing at the external. Like we said, usually when it breaks, and right here we had a trend line. You can see when it broke the inner trend line, it went to look for the outer trend line. And if it breaks that trend line, then it's going to go look for a real long-term trend line. Okay, and you can see right here, this was a big trend line to the downside. The market broke it, and then it started rallying to the upside, and it did a big A, B, C, D before now heading to the downside. Okay, and you can see this, and you're going to learn in future lessons how I like to trade all these trend line breaks here. Okay, so for example, right here, and I'll show you how to draw counter trend lines. You can see right here how we had a counter trend line, broke this, and then rallied up. And if you go down a 4-hour chart, there's a lot of opportunities. For example, right here, the market was doing a channel. Okay, it broke out of this channel, heading to the downside, and now every other trend line or accumulation phase, the market accumulates. Then you can see right here, the market accumulates, breaks this trend line. This would have been a good entry point right here when it breaks these trend lines. And you can take a lot of pips just learning how to draw these trend lines and taking these moves right here. For example, if we look at the dollar yen, this is a trade that we took. You can see how it broke this channel right here, right? So, I mean, the market was accumulating. Accumulating means it's like a sideways, accumulating orders. Boom, right here it broke out, and then we had a big move. And here's where you capture the big moves in the market. You got it in right here. You're talking about 120 pips in less than a day. This is a 4-hour chart. It means each candle is 4 hours. So we're talking about 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 30 hours. You're able to capture this move. So you want to learn how to draw these trend lines and find these patterns right here. Okay, for example, look at the Aussie dollar. Okay, and this is what we call a wedge pattern. Okay, we go right here, and we had this right here. You can see how it broke out. This is a nice entry point to go short, to go to the downside. Remember, we can make money going down or up. Right here was a real nice area, and you can see how right when it broke out, if you got in right after the breakout, you're talking about 89 pips in several hours. Here we're seeing an hour chart, so it means each of these candles is an hour. Okay, so this is Trendlines. Remember, make sure if you want to get in and start getting these alerts and be part of my team in Wealth Generators, go to WG Alerts, say get started right here. You want to refer people, you want to become a qualified generator, and you want to click right here, agree, and we're going to go right here to, you're going to put that you want a Forex training, which is required to receive the alerts, and then activate the alerts, which is 129. So you're going to be able to make money on the alerts, trading, you're going to learn how to trade, plus they're going to give you exactly when to get in and get out. And in March right now, they're going to give a system where the trades are automatically copied into your account. You start making money, and the system, the algorithm they're using, hasn't lost a day in over 36 months. So you're going to be able to profit that way too. This is going to become huge, and you have the opportunity to get in right at the right time. So you want to activate your Forex training. So it's going to be 300 at the first month, then 129 a month. But if you refer 3 people, you're already making more money than with the 129. So you're in the green with 3 people. And I don't know who wouldn't want to start making money trading currencies. I mean, one trade, the dollar yen trade, if you capture this breakout right here with a standard lie, which means a $500 dollar investment, you're talking about $1,200 in a day. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Just one tip can pay for the whole month. Even if you're trading mini lots, which is the small lots, which is $1 a pip, that's $120 on one trade. Okay, you're gonna learn how to put your money to work for you. So Get into my team, WG Alerts, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson.